Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cerulean Roll. I'm joined by my two usual co-hosts, if you guys would like to say hi.
Hey guys, I forgot to do an intro. I'm Jamsey and I play Nanette Silkenthorn. Yes.
Perfect.
Hello, it's me, Crow, and I play Adric and Mako.
And let's get right into the recap. Adric woke up from his nightmare and proceeded up to the deck to talk with Eldoris. And after an empowering talk, Eldoris gifted Adric a compass needle with a severed red string tied to it. And as the next day rolled around, the crew gathered their grounds and decided to stretch their legs on a new island. Kellius and May both stayed back on the boat out of tiredness. And after cleverly expecting the island's foliage and fruit, they discovered that a fungus is corrupting the entirety of the island's edible fruit. And shortly thereafter, our crew encountered Maylee, a druid who is helping the inhabitants of the island. The crew shortly began to help her, as they began to help her heal the native wildlife of the island. Our heroes triumphed over some wolves, and Maylee brought them back to good health. Nanette and Adric, in the meantime, began to decipher the true purpose of goggles Maylee gifted to them. And that's where we pick back up.
Hooray!
And
Also,
yeah,
we
you
did
guys
or
have...
we didn't investigate it yet?
You
We
investigated
did.
it and figured out the purpose, yes.
Ooh,
Yeah, they're
okay,
like
yeah.
night vision
That's
stuff.
awesome. So you
And
know what's something I
actually-
ended up realizing? I don't have night vision either.
Oh really?
Really?
I would have thought so, but no. Eric Cockers don't have one.
Oh.
Well,
It's crazy.
I'm pretty sure we played like he had night vision.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
I
and
remember.
I thought I saw it. But no, I guess I was just hallucinating.
Maybe it's a vulture thing.
Maybe.
I think vultures don't see in the dark.
Well, that makes even more
Maybe.
sense.
Yeah.
But
Whoopsies.
yes,
Suck at their
you
eyesight.
guys are sitting there. You have just deciphered that these goggles have night vision properties that would allow you to see into the dark.
Huh. Do you want to keep these or?
Don't you need to see in the dark more than I do? Most of the time,
I mean,
you're
it
the
would
one-
be
y-
it would be
you're the
important
one-
for both of us, I think.
I mean, yeah, sure, but like, you lead most of the time more than I do. I'm the most to like step back.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah, I think it'd be helpful for you.
Well, alright then. I'll just put them
You
in
can,
my bag.
you can just lead me along.
It's okay, I can hold your hand.
Okay.
And as you guys do look around, you see that Maylee has fully nursed these wolves, these puppies, back to full health. And they are kind of playing at her heels. And
Aw.
Eldoris is just sitting there admiring the puppies, just playing.
Oh,
Oh, they're
Can we
so
pet
cute.
them?
I punched that one.
can we pet them?
Yeah, can we pet them? This is
Um,
important.
I'd say you can. You don't have to ask me. I'm sure they'll be kind to the people who saved them.
Yay! I've never touched a dog before.
Yeah, I don't think they are going to, like, trip out on you guys, but roll me an animal handling check. As you know, wolves
my
are
goodness.
volatile creatures.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Oh.
Oh.
well-
Okay, the
And
DC was 10. Adric, you passed. You walk up to one of the bigger dogs and you begin to stroke its fur, and it does nothing. It doesn't react. It just kind of leans down and stretches, like it pushes its front paws outwards. And Nanette, as you get closer to the dog, it growls at you to make sure you keep your distance.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sure they're hostile because we also did attack them.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption.
Should I try petting it? Yeah, I'll try petting it. Come here, puppy. I only punched you really hard once. Come here. All right.
God.
Eldoris has a -1 in this. You see, as Eldoris gets closer, the dog almost immediately snaps at him, and Eldoris goes, "All right, not good puppy, not good puppy."
You were the one dealing the most terrible blows on them.
Yeah, I couldn't really control it. Well, even though you did hit him really hard, I at least appreciate you helping them. And I'm sure that deep down they know that they needed it.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
And what now, guys?
Is that all?
You can investigate the castle, but otherwise there is
investigation. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I love exploring.
All right. Remember, you can investigate. You can investigate everything in D&D. You don't need to ask me. Man.
Sorry. There's just specific times I want to, and sometimes I don't.
All right. So
Okay,
you guys
join
roll
me.
investigation. If you are helping each other, one person can get advantage.
All right, Jamesy, what do you got? I got +5.
Oh, you can do it.
All right, so advantage it is. Okay.
That's not
Ooh,
bad.
much better.
Oh.
Ooh. Adric, you begin to look around and scan the area. And as you, fully immerse yourself in your search, you pick up several loose rocks that were knocked down in the battle. You turn over bricks that were on the staircases. And you end up finding a small, worn-out pouch, a burlap pouch. And as you pick it up, it has the distinct jingling of coins.
Oh, I feel like I know what this has.
And as you completely open it, you see that it has 38 gold coins inside of it.
Oh.
Wonderful! More for us.
And since you rolled spectacularly high, you end up moving some rubble that was beneath the staircase upwards to that second floor that Eldoris was on. You see most of the second floor has completely collapsed. But as you remove some of this rubble, you see a passageway down into the depths of the castle.
Oh.
Hey, guys! I found something!
Oh.
Oh. Eldoris begins to walk over, and so does Maylee. And Maylee, it looks very dark.
Well, Nanette, you
This might be a perfect chance.
time to hold my hand. Yep.
All right. Nanette, as you put this on, you can add the Goggles of Night onto your inventory. I believe that's what they're called. Yes, Goggles of Night.
Oh, there they are. Oh my god.
Yes, you can put them on, and you have to attune to them. But since you guys spent an hour, pre-preparing and analyzing it, I'd say within that time you absolutely could have attuned to it. Unknowingly.
Awesome. Okay.
So click the attunement box, and that item is bound to your magic, and it takes a shape more in unison with yourself. What do you
Oh.
think they look like?
Oh, so like they can just look like something.
Anything you want. If you can't think of anything, I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Crystalline shards begin to apparate near the sides of your head, and as you tap them, they float over your eyes, allowing you to see in a kaleidoscopic light.
Oh.
It almost looks like glass shards floating over your eyes in my
Oh,
vision.
I like that. Yeah.
All right. You see, as you put these normal owl-looking goggles over your face, it begins to attune to your magic, becoming crystals that form these spectacles over your eyes, allowing you
Whoa.
to see in the dark.
Oh, that's so cool.
Ooh, oh, those look really cool on you.
Nanette, you begin to see the darkness in full luminance. The brightness of it is abnormal for you at the moment.
Whoa. This is strange.
And rather
How does
than,
it look?
as I was about to say, you can describe this to Adric. It's instead of seeing in grays and lighter tones, you get to see in an array of colors as these crystals begin to shift over your eyes. So you see it becomes a warbling blue towards pink. Then sometimes the illuminance is yellow. And it's a little warbly, but not disorientating.
I am seeing a lot of colors right now.
That sounds really cool.
It is.
So
I
you
think I
can
get
see
used to
clearly?
this. Yeah.
That's cool. What were you saying, Eldorus?
Oh, I was just about to say, now that you can see, do you want to lead the way into the dark?
Actually,
I
what
mean,
could possibly be down here?
I don't know. I can lead the way.
I think I've got it.
All right. Nanette, you begin to creep down these stone stairs.
Yeah, I'll hold Adric's hand.
You hold
He'll be
Adric's
behind me.
hand. Maylee promptly says that you guys can handle it down there. I think I'll sit here with the puppies.
Okay.
Alright.
And as you guys begin to descend further, your footsteps echoing along the cavernous walls, you keep descending. And it becomes a curved spiral that it's gradual, but you begin to notice that you are being turned. And as the staircase reaches the very bottom, you are met with a slightly creaky wooden door with rusted bevels and a door handle that looks worse for wears.
Okay, can I maybe hear anything on the other side of the door?
Roll me a perception check as you begin to keenly listen into the other side. As you press your ears against the door frame, you listen in and you hear chittering. It sounds like squeaking of what you could assume to be a rodent.
Oh.
But otherwise, it's pretty deafeningly silent in this area.
Alright. I can't hear anything. Can I peek into the door?
There are rough divots in the wood, but they are very slim, so it's going to be hard to see. So this is going to be a decently hard perception check
Okay.
followed by this one. So roll me another perception check.
Same thing.
Same thing. You begin to look through. You see that this almost looks like a cellar down below. You see that there are barrels of what you could presume to be alcohol. And you see that there are multi-layered wooden shelves in this area that you can see. So you basically see the backside of the wall through this small slit.
Oh. Well, it looks to be a cellar of some sort.
Ooh. Do you guys think we should go in? I mean, I'm sure maybe Callius at least would like some booze.
Sure. I suppose if they would like it, that's fine.
Alright, I actually don't know if he's a drinker. I'm just kind of making that assumption.
Fair enough.
He seems like the type. But I don't know.
And I think Eldoris is going to shift alongside you guys and begin to creak the door open. And it gives a little budge because the steel at the bottom of the door has begun to rust it over. And so it's a little jagged, but he slams it open. Some dust flies along with some cobwebs that begin to descend a little bit. Ugh, jeez. Well, what did we really expect?
Yeah, I guess you can't really expect much different than this.
But as the door is fully opened, what you at least see, Nanette, and Eldoris, you both see that there is much more than wine casks down here. You see that there is a strange looking device in the center of the room. And you see that there is various... they are akin to alchemical bottles lined on some of the other shelves along the walls.
Huh.
Someone would be screaming if he could see.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Well, we probably shouldn't touch any of this stuff.
What is it?
Oh, there's a strange device and some potions, it looks to be.
Oh, potion. Oh, that little nerd like potions. He was working with them before.
I'm sure he'd be quite interested. Not
I
sure
don't
how
know, they
trustworthy
don't
it is.
explode.
Yeah. I've learned a lesson or two about approaching strange things.
Yeah. I'm curious about the device, but I'm not gonna touch it.
You
What
guys
does
see
it
that
look
Eldoris like blatantly walks into the room and begins observing the potions. But as you look at this device, it looks like a... how should I say this? The most you can attribute to this is it looks like a chest, but vertically. It looks like it is meant to...
Huh?
Yes, that's what it looks like. Adric, actually, this rings very well, you can't see.
I can't see!
You can't see.
Ah!
But Nanette, this looks as if you have turned a chest upright on one side, and the door is like pulling open the lid of the chest.
Huh. It's almost like a weird looking chest.
What now?
It's like a chest, but in a different direction.
What do you mean a chest in a different direction?
Well, like, you turn the chest over and you
Mm-hmm.
open it from.
I mean, Adric, why don't you just come and feel it? It's hard to describe.
Yeah, is it safe to touch?
I don't know. Here, I'll touch it.
How about you stand near me? Oh wait, you can
Eldorus-
see. Do it.
Yeah, Eldorus walks over to
God.
this device and just grabs the handle and swings it open. And
You hear like an audible like.
yeah. And as he opens this, he looks at it, and Nanette, you see as the inside is luminous, and Adric, you begin to see.
Huh?
Huh?
And Adric, this device, though ancient looking for your standards, looks like a refrigerator.
Is that a fridge?
This is a fridge?
Yeah,
Nanette,
these are
you
the
don't
things
know
that
what
you
they're
put-
talking about.
Do you not know what a fridge is?
You've never
A
seen one
what?
of these in your
You've
fucking
never
life.
seen a fridge in your life?
What
These
are
are
you
like
saying
the-
to me?
Dude, no. Listen to me, Nanette. This thing,
Okay.
you put things in it, and you close the fridge, and when you come back, the things are cold. And you put food in these, you put drinks in these, and it keeps them all fresh and cold. And it's
Really?
so awesome. Yes.
Wow.
You even see that there is that cold vapor that is exiting the fridge and
We need it.
pooling around the
We need it.
floor.
You see, he's like trying to pick this up, but he's not very strong.
Yeah, Adric, you run over to it. You try to pick it up. This is like impossible for you, so I'm not gonna have you roll this.
Yeah.
You-
He's just
I
like
love the
he's just like
ancient
struggling.
fridge.
Ancient fridge.
The exterior looks like a cask of wine or like another barrel that's larger, but the exterior also has these pipings that turn. They have like brass piping around the interior and exterior of it that seems to be projecting this frosty aura all
What a
around it.
strange device.
It's so good.
Well,
Doris,
if we
need
need
to
it,
take this with us.
yeah, all right, I'll give it a try. Eldoris walks around back and sees that there is like a pipe leading into this, and he begins to try to pull it out. And as he does yank the pipe out, you see as the fridge completely stops, it halts. The vapor that's inside begins to trickle into nothingness, and the light immediately dies down, blinding you, Adric. And
Back to not seeing.
Eldoris is going to roll. Oh my god, he lifts this fridge.
Oh my
my
God.
god.
Nice.
Alright, upsy daisy! And he picks it up. He holds it with both hands over his shoulder.
Oh,
Alright. You actually do hear things that were inside of the fridge before you guys checked begins to clatter against the lid of it.
Oh.
Ooh, I think
There
there was
was-
things in there. I didn't even see anything.
Yeah, I saw a bit of things in there, but it's alright. I think I'm gonna carry this before I drop it.
Yeah. Go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah.
If
Nina, can you like hold my hand?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
you guys don't want to investigate any more things down here?
Maybe we should take that fridge up, or you go take that fridge up, and we keep investigating.
Yeah, I'll handle it. Alright, you guys have fun.
Okay.
All right.
And Eldoris slowly begins to heave this fridge upwards, and you see with every step he makes, you hear that his footsteps are heavier, and you just hear
Oh my.
as he's lifting it upwards.
He's very strong.
He is.
Um,
Well,
and yes, you guys are in the dark. Well, not you, Nanette.
Okay, so what else did you see, Nanette?
oh, the potions,
Oh, those potions, right. Hmm. Oh, this is gonna be a little bit hard because you can see them, but I can't.
right.
I think you're good at investigating them, however.
Alright, can I, like, move to where the potions are?
You walk over to the right side of this wall and of this room, and as you begin to observe these potions in this light, you see that they look relatively normal. They are on a shelf neatly displayed, and without even investigating this, they do have labels on them.
Oh.
You see that a couple of these have labels that are on the ring of the cork, and they said experimental. However, 3 of these potions do read safe for consumption.
Oh.
And they are healing potions.
What is it?
I believe I found some healing potions.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, pick them out. Take them with you.
Well, I hope they really are safe for consumption, as they say.
I think it's good if they're on you. You're the one who mostly is the healer, other than May.
Right.
And, Nanette, you pick out these potions and leave all of the experimental ones behind. And
Yeah.
you put them in
We're
your pack.
not going through this again.
You can add 3 healing potions of healing on yourself.
Awesome.
Splendid! Yippee!
And, is there anything else you guys would like to investigate in this place, perhaps?
I can't see shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can. You can do it with disadvantage if you feel like it, but you definitely
If
can't
I
see.
feel like it.
Yes, if you want to just look around with disadvantage, you can.
What am I
Is
gonna
there
see?
anything else to see in here?
You take another brief look around. You see the casks of what you can assume to be alcohol. You can see
Alright.
the experimental potions, and you can see that there is it's covered in cobwebs, but this place is pretty well sealed. It's like there is no moistness here.
Mhm.
So this cauldron looks in pretty good condition.
Oh.
Ooh. And also be screaming. With
I
my
wonder.
side.
Do potions expire?
Hmm?
Oh, I'm just thinking out loud here.
I don't think I can answer that question. That sounds like a Mako question.
Other than that, it doesn't look like there's a lot to see down here.
Nanette, if you really want to think about it, you don't know much about potions, but I'll let you roll a history check with disadvantage. If you want to recall if they can spoil.
Okay. Well, okay.
That's good. Let's see what the second one is. Less good.
That's
You
horrible.
you
It's a
think
nat one.
you think to yourself, you really dig deep. You feel like a flash of an idea pop into your head, and then you immediately shake your head. No, that's not.
No. Yeah, I have no idea. Well, I think that's all there is to see around here.
Should we get the alcohol for Callis, perhaps?
Should we? Do we even have anything to carry it in?
No, not really.
Huh. Well, I suppose we can just leave that then.
Yeah. If we feel
Alright.
like it, we can maybe return, but I don't know. I don't think so.
And that's gonna finish your guys' investigation of down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, you grab the potions and you guys promptly head up the stairs where you see that Eldorus, like halfway through, you are quicker than Eldorus right now, carrying a whole fridge. So
He's just going up, 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4.
You got it, Eldorus?
Yup. I'm just very scared of tripping, especially now because you're behind me.
Oh, fair enough.
Right.
I can't see much since the fridge is in the way, but I'm trying.
And you guys continue upwards, and as you get to the top of the staircase, you know that sensation where you think there's another stair, but there's not, and you do like a really hard slam?
Yeah.
Eldorus does that with a fridge in hand, and you just hear and like the bricks shake underneath him, and he goes, "Oh!"
Oh, goodness.
Are you okay?
And
Yeah, I'm fine.
and
Okay.
he continues outwards, and Maylee goes, "What? What in God's name?"
We found what they've
We
called
found
a
a fridge.
I ain't never seen one of those in my life, but
You don't know what that is either?
I'm so
Sonny-
glad I'm not the only one.
Alright, okay, wait. Let me explain this to you so you understand. Basically, it's the storage unit where you keep things like food and drinks and stuff, and it keeps them fresh and cold.
well, that seems mighty useful. You see, Sonny, druids typically hate things like that. Metal is
Oh.
not really our thing. Disturbing nature ain't our thing. So using machinery is not our best interest, you know.
Oh.
I see.
I see. I understand.
Yeah, magical pollution is such a windstorm.
Ooh. I didn't know that before.
Yeah, those things cause so many problems for the greater scheme of things. But I can't really stop you from using what you want to use. It's the ways of life, you know.
Oh, okay.
Well, I want to stop holding this fridge, so I'm gonna start heading to the ship.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
If you guys want to hang around Maylee a little bit more and get the fruits, that's a good
Alright.
idea.
Okay.
Okay.
And Eldorus begins to trot off, and you just hear every step he makes echo around
Nice.
you from the castle. It's just
Oh.
I'm actually gonna roll to see if he drops it along the way.
Oh God.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he does not. He
Oh
crit
my
on
God,
that.
Eldorus.
That's
Okay.
he got a natural 20. Eldorus,
Oh,
instead of
Strong
like
man.
instead of becoming slower by climbing a hill, he somehow gains speed climbing this large hill.
How is he doing that?
Yeah, you guys see him outside of the castle window. You see that as soon as he steps outside, he starts sprinting like it doesn't weigh anything.
What?
What?
How is
So
he faster going uphill?
I have no idea, but that is the coolest thing ever.
Well, I suppose he can fly, so I I don't really know
Right.
what to expect with him anymore.
He can what now?
He can
You
fly.
can fly.
I didn't know that either.
I have only known him for like an hour, and he is already such a fascinating creature.
Right. Oh, yeah, flying is how he got to the second floor.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
quite interesting. All right.
Yeah, I thought,
So- I didn't want to ask, like, him in front of his face. Why is he glowing and transparent?
He's dead.
yeah, he's dead.
I was about to say something, but I live on an island where the trees have faces, so I can't really say nothing.
Yeah.
Huh?
The trees outside that have distorted faces of agony.
Right,
Right.
Re-
Yeah.
Ghost can't really, phase me too much after that.
Fair enough.
Well, how about we get you guys your fruit and we begin to get on our way?
Okay.
Well,
Sounds
sounds good.
Ah!
All right.
Stay brave.
We're so in sync today. What's going on?
We are. That's so cool.
You see, as you guys are having this moment, Maylee looks at the dogs and goes,
All right, don't go eating more of those infested fruits. They're bad for you.
and the puppies begin to like whine.
I was about to threaten them into not eating them. I was gonna be like, we're gonna hit you again.
Oh god.
Oh my god, that would probably work better than what Maylee did. um, all right, and you guys begin to follow Eldorus' steed and begin to exit the keep, and you begin to progress upwards and out of this divot in the land, back into the forest where, Nanette, you feel quite comfortable leading again. And this time, you guys don't need to be stealthy, and you shortly reach the town. And Maylee goes over to the tree. You see that she uses some of her remaining magic to make the fruits bloom once again. And she hands you 3 of these jackfruits.
Thank you,
Thank you
miss.
so much. I wish we could stay around to help out more.
Oh, it's all right. Now that those dogs are, under control, we'll have far less problems. I'll see if I can start propagating the land with more of these fruits, but you never know. Even these can get under that parasite.
Oh,
Oh no.
doesn't sound good.
And I hope you guys save whoever you're trying to save. And they're lucky that people like you are coming out to save them.
Thank you. We'll be doing our best.
Yeah, I hope you stay safe here.
She nods. And you say safe on the seas. Those are much more dangerous than this island.
Right, that's for sure.
And Maylee waves you guys off as you begin to walk out of the town. And as you guys... Or do you guys want to do anything else while you're here? Or are you guys just leaving?
Is there anything else?
There's not much. There's just the town people. There is several buildings that look less... They look worse than worse. They look pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
But the people here, from what you can tell, are surviving. If there's anything else you want to do to help them, you are allowed to try.
Hmm.
I'm
not
not
really?
entirely sure.
I don't think we're fit to do that. Probably.
All right, then you guys just exit to the ship.
Yeah.
Yes, so?
Yeah. Question
You
mark.
guys, you guys begin to trot along the path. You see, as you are walking out of the village, Maylee waving you off. you pass by the fruit that you dissected, and you see the entirety of this fruit has blossomed into a fungal, like, it looks like a fungal mess. You see there it is completely blackened, it is slightly shriveled. You see that there is this pustule that has grown out of the fruit. It looks like this orb that seems ready to explode at any moment.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
don't like
nasty
that.
thing. Let's get away from
Disgusting.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as you guys catch up with Eldoris, you see that he is sitting there with the fridge, and he just is catching his breath for a second, but he grabs it and tosses it onto the ship. It
Oh my god. I'm very
soars
assured.
into the air.
Don't
very
break
sure.
something.
Something in there is gonna break.
I'm sure it's fine.
No, it's
How
not.
else was I gonna get it on the ship?
Okay, that's a. I could have used a rope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, praying
That's
it's
on
not
me.
broken.
Hindsight is key.
Yeah.
And I'm not good at sight.
Alright.
Neither am I. Neither am I.
I'm going to roll to see if anything in the fridge broke, and you'll have to investigate that to figure it out. But Eldoris begins to
Oh god, that's
ascend
probably
onto the
gonna
ship.
sound horrifying for Maid Callius.
Yeah, it sounds like a large booming thud
Bro,
above
it's gonna
deck
sound like
along.
a cannon hit the ship.
It does, and you hear the splintering of the wood, and then you hear a distant muffled.
Oh no.
That.
Eldorus, I think you might have scared
Not
them.
very good.
Oh.
Let's hurry.
Yeah, you guys begin to climb onto the ship from the rope that's dangled down. And as you reach to the top of the deck, you see that May is standing behind a disheveled looking Callius. And May is going, "Oh my goodness!"
I'm so sorry for that.
He threw a fridge on the ship. We're sorry.
You know, it's better. What? A fridge? What is a fridge?
You don't.
Oh.
Never mind. You're a druid.
I
too,
didn't
so
know
I
what
can't
that
say
was until today either.
Well, as I explained to Nanette and the very kind lady, this thing right here is a unit kind of thing that stores foods and drinks and stuff, and it keeps them nice and fresh and cold. Very good. Very helpful.
Well, that does sound very useful. Did you have to throw it on the ship?
That was all on Eldorus.
Yeah, that was all in other words.
Listen, I didn't know how to bring it up any other way. A rope!
That's also what I
That's
said,
what
but
Adric said.
yeah. It was a little too late for me to suggest that.
Listen, hindsight is so difficult.
Nanette, as he begins that sentence, Nanette gives him the side eye.
Eldorus rubs the back of his head. All right, to sail.
Right.
Oh, all right.
Oh, Eldorus, the thing for.
Oh right,
for me.
yeah, give it to him.
Oh! You see that Eldorus pulls out a couple of vials. He puts one of them back into his pack, and he goes, "All right. So, May, I got you a gift." And he holds the vial out, and May goes, "Ooh, that looks interesting. What is that?" "It's a parasitic fungus." You brought a parasitic fungus onto the ship? Yeah. It's for you, little guy.
As far as we've learned, it only spreads through consumption. So, you should be fine.
Yeah, the lady who gave it to me said that this turns beast into. It turns animals into beast and men into monsters. Something like that.
Mhm.
Well, fascinating. I cannot wait to investigate it.
Investigate it from the outside.
I do wonder if I can. Oh, this might be the best gift I've gotten so far. And he grabs the vial and he goes, "All right, I'm going to be in the storage room and I'm going to lock it so I can safely analyze this." And May very giddily runs down below deck.
Oh, that's the happiest we've seen him so far.
You hear as he opens the trapdoor, he closes it, and then he opens the storage room and he goes, "Oh!"
What?
What was that?
We
Hey?
run over.
You run down below deck. You see that May has immediately shut the door, and he goes, "It's back."
What?
No. You don't
No,
mean...
don't open the door again. Don't
It's
open the
back.
door
It's
again.
back. It's back. It's back.
I'm not even opening this door again. Hey, does
It's-
anyone have like locks or something or like something the door blocker boards.
I don't have any locks. You see Callius is like stumbling down the stairs. And Eldorus goes, "No locks here."
I thought we
Boards,
burned it. What is...
boards, hammers, nails.
I believe those are in the storage room.
Alright, well, I think as long as we don't come into contact with it, it shouldn't try to do anything.
Well,
Mhm.
how? Okay. So we've basically just barred ourselves off from having a storage room.
Why did I have to pick that room?
Wait.
We burned it. I'm so
yes,
baffled.
Yeah.
It looked
I
very
burned it,
burnt.
I removed the curse. I burnt it. What?
Here's the strange thing. It was writing something.
It was...
What?
What?
It was holding a quill, and it was writing things.
What?
I'm sorry?
Can I open the door? Slowly?
May moves out of the way so you can open the door. He hides behind Nanette. Adric, as you begin to open the door, you see that the puppet has constructed a desk,
What?
and it is sat down and writing something.
Do you...
What is it
What?
doing?
It has a... How did you... It has a desk, and it has a quill and paper, and it's
It
writing.
has a desk?
It has
Where
a
did it
desk.
get a desk?
I don't know.
What? What is this thing capable of?
Do you want me to just shut the door so you can keep writing?
Do you say that
Are
to
you
the puppet?
asking the dummy?
Yes.
Get its attention?
If you want your privacy, I'll leave you alone.
You see,
The neck grips his shoulder.
May grips the other shoulder.
Sorry.
The dummy turns its head, and you hear, and then it goes,
Okay.
"Pray thee, individuals!
What?
Thank you for releasing me from my curse. I have inhabited this doll, or dummy, as you say."
Nanette,
What?
peeks her head into
Um,
the room.
What?
It does a very courteous bow to you.
Oh,
Who?
So that explains why you're back.
Who-
How did you get back?
Well, I seem to be locked into this area for as long as I exist. However, under that curse I was under, I was filled with blind malice to whoever shot at me.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, so even the offering was enough to set you off.
Yes, it was. Because any form of interaction would send me into a blood-curdling rage. Otherwise,
Oh.
I was forced to be inactive.
Oh,
oh.
well, who are you?
Yeah, what's your name? If you have a name?
Yes, my name is Geoffrey Joseph.
Joffrey Joseph.
It's nice to meet you, Geoffrey Joseph.
My acquaintances called me Jojo.
Huh. What an
That is
appropriate
before they
nickname.
betrayed me and locked me into a dummy.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yes, forced to wander the sea, I lived in cabin from cabin. And now this cabin is now mine.
Okay. Eldorus,
Okay.
how long did you have this thing?
Honestly, the ship wasn't mine. You know, the one that we started on wasn't mine.
Right. Oh, okay, that says a lot.
Yeah,
Oh.
I stole it from a port.
Oh.
Oh. And how long was that?
Maybe like a couple months ago I stole it. Then I never really inspected anything. And,
Okay.
yeah, that was
So
just there.
You were a dummy for like several months now?
More than that, I was forever imprisoned in that dummy.
Oh.
However,
my.
now my consciousness has been set free and I'm feeling quite better about myself.
Well, as
glad-
long as you don't attack us anymore. then-
Yeah.
Oh, no worries, I am not such a brutish fellow.
I'm glad you told us that before I went and tried to get a way to lock this door forever.
Right.
It would be totally understandable after the display I showed you before.
Right.
Though that display was not mine, it was the curse.
Yeah, I
Right,
suppose so.
We understand what curses are like.
Yes, they
Oh,
are
yeah.
very monstrous in nature.
Almost every single one of us has been cursed. Once or not at all. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I was also cursed. I had a noose around my neck, and I'm pretty sure Callius is cursed. Yep, cursed indeed. And you see as he just is stumbling his way over to the chair in the kitchen to sit down.
Right. And then I also have this curse on my arm. Kind of crazy. I think it's pointing towards the men I hate. All of us hate.
Well, it's good that you have an innate desire to kill whoever cursed you. I, however, no longer require that. So I will just sit here and write poetry.
That's good for you.
Oh,
This man has ruined
poetry.
everyone's lives, however, we can't let him stay alive.
Yes, I was once a bard. Writing poetry was my specialty.
I'm sure you must
Oh,
be good.
how lovely.
What do you got going on?
I think this might be my literature masterpiece.
Really?
And he picks up the paper and he goes, I, however, haven't figured out how to write with dummy hands.
Oh.
Oh.
Right.
So far I have written down.
Huh.
That was supposed to
Do
be
you-
roses are red, violets are blue. But are they really blue? For they are violets.
Wow.
Good. That's a good.
Profound.
Yeah.
Introspection is my specialty.
That's
Do you
nice.
think it would help if we maybe stuck the quill to your hand?
Perhaps.
How would you
I-
do that?
Tape, rope, glue.
Oh, right.
Do we have tape or glue?
No.
All right.
Yeah, so I do have rope though.
Well, then bring her here. I would really enjoy being able to write my poetry.
Okay. Are you a left-handed person or a right-handed person?
He looks up. It has been so long since I was in a mortal body. I have no idea.
Try putting your hands out and pretending you're writing, and tell me which one you prefer.
All right. He holds out his hands and he begins to scribe onto the air. And he goes, yes, fascinating. Yes, no. Yes, no.
What? Which
He's like it.
is he testing both of his hands or?
Yeah, you see he is just flailing them wildly.
Oh, okay.
I do believe I am ambidextrous.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Impressive.
I am a man of many talents.
That's very nice.
Half of them I have forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hopefully, now that that curse is gone, maybe you can find them again.
Perhaps. I do have to ask, will you shoot me again?
No.
Thank goodness. And he
Yeah.
holds out his hands for you to tape the feathers to him. Or
Okay.
to tie the feathers to him.
Okay.
Roll me a nature check to tie the knots.
Nature. Where's nature? I'm very blind.
Or wait,
Oh,
it was
right there.
nature. I'm silly.
Oh,
Oh well, I'll just take the roll for that. All right, just come over here and give me my new utensils.
okay, so can I roll inspiration so I can...
You can roll inspiration to use this.
That was an 11.
Only the
You can
best
do-
for the best.
You
The
can do
best
better.
for the best.
That was a bit better than the last one.
For our boy Joffrey Jones.
Geoffrey Joseph.
So Jill for short.
You begin to tie this rope around his limbs. And you tie the feather to it. They look sturdy, but they look like they are going to fall off if he does any extreme movements. But it's not bad.
Okay.
And as you tie this rope to him, he goes, la 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 la! How fascinating! This is bringing me such inspiration. I can write many more poems for this.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's-
I'm excited to hear what you come up with.
I am throttling for success. I have just realized my other talent that was lost. The art of singing.
You're very good
Oh.
at a lot of things.
Yes, I believe I was also capable at the lute. I do have one. Not in this body, though.
Oh,
How I yearn to be back to full form. Opposable thumbs were a gift that man did not deserve.
Perhaps
maybe one day.
one
buddy.
day
Perhaps.
you can get some upgrades of sort.
And
Right.
for full context, for the people who are listening, he is a charred dummy with a coconut for a head that looks like a skull. He has a wooden frame for a body that is also completely charred black, and he is wearing a poncho that is also charred and ripped.
Oh my god.
And as you guys have finished this conversation with Jojo and given him new hope as an artist, what are you guys doing?
Well, May, now that you know he is in danger, do you want to, like, continue what you were doing, or?
May, like, pokes his head out like a prairie cat, and he goes,
I mean, he looks like he's just writing right now.
You see, as he's, like, writing down this poetry, he's going, la 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 la!
Actually, maybe that might be a little bit irritable while you're trying to study.
Okay, I can work with this, but I have to ask his opinion on something. So, Adric, please relay my message, because I am very frightened.
Okay, don't worry. I got you.
Alright, can you ask him if he's okay with a possible fungus in the room that may control his mind.
Oh. Do you
Does he
actually
have a
think...
mind that is able to be controlled?
Yeah, actually that's a really good idea.
No idea.
And I don't think he can eat things, so...
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
believe so, but
let me relay the
yeah.
message. Hey, Joffrey, Joseph, I wanted to ask a question for my dear buddy, where if you wouldn't mind if he comes in here and he studies this fungus that is that can quite literally control a person's mind if they consume it or anything.
Now that I have free will, I must not be controllable. I am but a spirit, and my spirit is strong now.
So is that a yes?
Yes, study that fungi with me, you fun guy.
Okay, he said yeah.
May
He
gulps,
is quite the character.
and he walks into the room.
If you have any issues or any problems, just call out, yell, we can hear.
Yeah, I'll definitely be doing that.
Okay.
You see, May clings to one of the walls and begins to, like, hobble onto a crate in the very dark corner of this place.
Please.
Would you feel safe if I stayed here in there, like with you?
With the experiments I'm doing, probably not. But-
Alright, yeah, that's fair.
I'm
What were you
taking a
saying?
leap of faith.
Okay. Stay safe, buddy.
He nods. My terrors. You hear as you close the door.
Well, a lot of new things have entered my brain today. First, I learned what a fridge is, and now
Mm-hmm.
Joffrey, Jojo.
Mm-hmm. Today
This
has
is
been
so
a day.
lot. Yeah,
We should check that fridge.
right, yes, the fridge. Yes.
I can't fathom to... Whatever, things may be broken now.
Yeah, where is it?
It's
Yeah, we
still
should
on the top of the
find-
deck, and it is just sitting there with the wood splintered around it. And
Oh,
as you guys turn to go investigate the fridge, Nanette, you see that something pops into existence in front of your face in a puff of smoke.
is it?
You see a letter.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Now, Adric, if you want to go investigate the fridge while Nanette reads the letter, you guys can, or you guys can do this together.
I want to see the letter too.
All right.
All right.
Eldoris goes, "Oh, what's that?"
Oh, it's a letter.
Oh, is it from June?
I'm assuming so.
Well, let's all read it together.
All right.
Can't you not
Um,
read?
That's why I'm gonna have you read it out loud for me.
I suppose so.
All right.
And Eldoris sits on the table, waiting for you guys to come and read.
All
And-
right.
Nanette, if you want me to send you this so you can read it, or I could read it in Jules' voice.
Oh.
Up to you.
I think you should read it in Jules' voice.
All right. I will say that you'll have more control over what you read if you read
Oh.
it.
Yeah, you should probably
Fair.
read
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send you the message really quick so you can read it. And Ninette, as you observe this paper, you see that it is covered and speckled in tears. The paper is wet. There is ink bleeding through it. It is in a tragic state of being, I will say.
Yeah, Nanette immediately makes a sad expression as she looks at it.
And as you open up the letter, this is what you see.
Oh god.
And Eldorus just kicks his feet and waits for you to start reading.
Okay, this might bring the mood down a bit. Okay. Dear Miss Ninette, I want to be mad at you for leaving me behind. I want to be mad at you, Eldorus and Adric, so bad. I feel so hurt. I feel so betrayed. I feel so sad. You all thought that this would be good for me, but I can't help but be terribly mad. And I cannot be more upset because Kishi has passed away without me being able to even say my goodbyes.
Eldorus
Now-
takes a long, hard sigh at that and immediately takes his demeanor down.
Now I'm less sure of all of your safety. I can't find the words to tell you how hard it is to breathe, how hard it is to speak, how hard it is to not think. My thoughts have only been misled twice. When the captain kidnapped me, and when I was left alone on Turtle Island. I hope you stay safe. You all stay safe. And just make sure you survive Shadowfell. From Jewel.
I know she must be going through so much.
I know.
I hate that we have to leave her too, but the circumstances of this place, the way it already has us. Oh god.
I really don't want her to be upset with us, but I suppose it can't be helped.
Yes.
Eldorus, kind of without saying a word, just stands up and he walks up to the deck. And from the side, you can see that his eyes are getting hazy.
Oh.
And Ninette, through the tear-stained paper and the bleeding ink, you do see that scrawled on the other side of this salmon paper is another segment.
Oh.
And this is what you read.
Oh, do I read this too?
You can absolutely read this.
Alright. She has been extremely upset after your first letter, but as she explained the contents of the letter, I'm even more grateful for you all to have delivered my baby to me. She won't be able to say it for a while, but she loves you all like family. Good luck with your journey, and please come back safe. Mephit. That is, That is
Yes,
her mother.
I know.
Yeah. Adric.
Hmm?
How long do you think we could keep this from Eldor's for? How long should we keep it from him?
Maybe not now. Not on this area. Maybe when we get back, but just not here.
Right, I just don't know how long we'll be here for. I feel like
Right.
the longer we wait, the worse the result will be.
Yeah, you're right, but the circumstances of everything is just not very good.
I don't know. It's just one thing after another piling up on each other.
Yeah.
Well, at least she's safe.
Of course.
And as you are holding this letter, even though it is just a piece of paper, it feels like it weighs more. It feels as if you are holding a boulder within your hands, with the weight of the emotions that are just exuding from this paper. And you guys see Callius, who was sitting right at the table when you guys were reading that, perks his head up. And I will say Callius, he is really looking bad.
Um,
He's disheveled. His hair is messy and wild. And he goes, "No, I don't know what you guys are talking about. And I can't really give my 2 cents. But just know that the longer you wait to tell a man something, the worse that pain burns. My mama tried to hide my daddy's death to me for a long time. And the second she told me, I never spoke to her again."
you're right.
Yeah.
If you were her, would you have told her now, or told yourself this now, or would you have waited?
If I was her, It's hard to conjure those sorts of emotions, you know? It's hard to tell
Right.
people those things. But it's better to cool the embers before they get too hot. It'd be a lot of strength. But I damn well would try to tell her. But who knows what I'm saying? I can barely think anymore.
I think you're right in what you're saying, especially since it comes from such a deep place.
Right.
Considering the type of person Aldorus is, I can imagine it would really hurt.
In the end, the decision's yours. But when breaking news to people, it's best to be hopeful and try to be clear with your message.
Right.
And as Callius is saying this, he looks like he's gasping for air.
Callius, are you alright?
And the second you ask him that, he drops onto the floor.
Callius!
Kellius?
Think. Make sure y'all keep your room shut tonight.
Uh, okay.
He slowly picks himself up, his legs shaking wildly.
Please take care of yourself.
It's hard to do that when the only thing you can eat is people's happy memories. That's a terrible thing.
Hmm.
And you see he fixes his hat so it casts a shadow over his face, and he begins to saunter over to his room before opening the door and closing it tight.
Nanette just puts her face down on the table for a little bit.
A lot of us have had it rough, haven't we?
Yeah, things are. Well, I can't really say for sure how they're looking.
Right. I think he was right about that one thing. Maybe not today, but maybe sooner than later would be the right choice.
I agree. Maybe now isn't the best time.
Right. Not when everyone is having their own troubles.
Well, now what?
Maybe we should do what we were going to do before the letter appeared. Check on the fridge.
Oh, right. That. Yeah, let's check on it.
All right, so as you begin to pick yourselves up and begin to move upwards to the top of the deck, you open the latch and you begin to head out, and you see that the fridge is laying there, and you guys have started to move at sea once more. And you walk over to the fridge, and as you begin to look into the fridge and trying to check the mechanisms, neither of you really know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have you guys roll me. Even with a help action, you guys don't know what
Right.
the inside of the mechanisms look like, so it's gonna be disadvantage on an investigation check or even a intelligence check.
Both of us?
If both of you want to try, you can, but either way, you guys are gonna get disadvantage on this.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, I think. Well. Okay.
At least the disadvantage wasn't that bad.
All right, and so Adric, are you gonna give yours a shot?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you both can give it a go.
Yeah.
Roll the dice. There we go. Oh.
Oh, no.
Mine's was
All right.
much worse. I'm not rolling that again.
As you
That's
guys
already
begin
bad.
to open up the machinery and check the brass piping, even with the 13, you can tell that none of the larger mechanisms were damaged, but there would be no absolute way to tell until the fridge is hooked up.
Hmm.
How's it look?
Well, it looks fine enough, but I guess there's no real way to tell until we get it hooked up again, however that works.
Oh, I suppose so.
Yeah, I really don't know much about this stuff, so it's hard to say.
Sorry, but I know some things, but I don't know all the things about it.
Yeah, Adric, the most you would know is what little Mako had tinkered with while you could see. But the information doesn't transcend into knowing how to fix a fridge.
Hmm.
Or even if a fridge is broken.
Suppose we'll find out at some point.
Right, well, should we... Well,
We can
actually, I
go
don't
help
really know if we have the manpower to...
Eldoris? Yeah, no, absolutely not. Look at us. We're scrawny.
Yeah, let's help Eldoris then.
Yeah.
You guys call over to Eldoris? He's just steering the ship right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're just gonna...
All right. As you guys call him over, he goes, "All right, I'll come help." You see that his eyes look a little bit red. And he's gonna begin to pick up the fridge.
I thought we were gonna help him. Like, look
Yeah,
out. That's what we were.
That's what we were
doing.
That's what we were stating.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what?
We were saying to help Eldoris, like help as in we go to the bird's nest and help him while he's steering.
Oh, that's what you guys meant. I thought you meant
Yeah.
you guys wanted to call him over to help you carry the fridge down.
He doesn't need carrying a fridge right now. He's depressed.
Yeah.
All right, then you guys can climb up to the bird's nest and try to help him.
All right.
He remains solitary, steering the ship as normal as he can. And as you guys get onto your vantage points, roll me perception checks, both of you.
Okie dokie.
All right.
And I will say, it's gotten very late in the day.
No! You could have rolled over and at least given me a 19! You fool, you hate me
Wait.
so much.
It's getting late.
Yes, it's like around sunset now.
Well, we can help him one last time before we go to bed.
All right. So, Adric, you do not particularly see anything as you look around this sunset horizon with the blackened rain still pittering around. You barely get a visual on anything.
Oh man, I can't see anything.
Ninette, however, as you begin to look around, you do see that there are a couple of ships in the distance that are kind of getting closer. They seem to be circling the perimeter of this island. You're not in collision course with any of them, but it is something to be wary about.
All right. Eldoris, there are some ships circling the area, so just be wary of that.
Oh, all right. I'll be careful with it. I think we're gonna take it slow for now.
Good idea.
And I'd say you guys spend a good, hour setting up there with Eldoris, just trying to give him a good ground of whatever before you guys go to bed. And night begins to fall as the reddened moon of Shadowfell creeps up over the horizon and takes its place firmly in the sky. And you guys climb downwards and into your respective rooms.
Man, I feel like it's gonna be hard to sleep.
Very. As you guys get into your rooms and try to get cozy in bed, you both Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Ah!
Oh lord.
Wisdom saving throws might be hatred. I'm glad you hate me too, buddy. Not very glad, but you know what I mean.
All right, and then let's see what Nanette gets.
Huh.
That
All
definitely did way better.
Those are some good rolls, but today's events are tolling pretty hard.
Oh, lordy, lord,
Fair enough.
lord.
And as you guys fall into a deep slumber, we'll start off with Adric. Adric, as you begin to fall asleep, as the darkness begins to take over your room. It's especially dark in here because of the windows being tinted by a deep, deep black.
Okay.
And as you lull yourself to sleep, the ship rocking back and forth and back and forth, rhythmically putting you to rest. You are suddenly finding yourself in an approximation of your old ship.
Huh?
You feel as if you were on a hammock.
What? Am I on the old one?
You look around and you confirm to yourself that this is the old ship.
What am I doing here?
As you look around more, is there anything you want to do?
Other than looking around, probably sitting up.
You sit up and you see, as right next to you in a hammock, almost enveloped like a cocoon, you see Jewel.
Oh no.
It feels as if it looks like a bug's chrysalis holding Jewel within its marrow.
Oh,
And it is like deafeningly silent.
I don't like that. Can I slowly approach it?
You pull yourself out of the hammock and begin to take your footsteps across this wood, this very familiar creaking wood. And
Mhm.
you pull yourself over to where Jewel is. And as you look at her, you see that her fingers are sprawled through the netting of the hammocks. And it looks like as if she is grasping on for dear life. You see even her snout and her lower jaw is
What?
gripping onto the netting. And it looks as if an animal has been put behind bars.
Can I rip at it?
You try to pull it, and as you begin to tug and pull, the netting only becomes stretchier, like
What?
molasses beneath your fingers. It begins to and continue to replace itself around Jewel, wrapping her even further.
No?
And you continue this pulling motion. Then suddenly your pulling motion becomes a pushing moment as you try to push the netting off of yourself.
What?
And suddenly it feels as if you are behind a cage.
Behind
You
a cage?
look outwards And the stone floors that haunt you, the stone floors from your old home,
No.
are what meets your knees.
No.
Then you hear,
I go somewhere
And-
else?
as you see, a shadow begins to loom over the candlelight that is barely illuminating the cage that you are held within. And you see, at first, the shadow looks vaguely familiar. You see the broad shoulders of a large Aarakocra. Then, slowly, as the figure turns its head with a cracking noise, the shadow quickly jumps at you, and holding the bars of the cage is Jewel.
What?
You left me behind.
Oh no.
I just wanted to protect you. I just wanted to be there to save Mako. Yet you couldn't find the strength to let me come with you. You couldn't find the trust in me to aid you. You've seen what I can do. You've seen that I could have been a helping hand. Yet, I was put asleep and dragged onto a ship. And now,
And you see as the cage begins to distort, like the rushing waters of Shadowfell.
now I'm never gonna see you again.
And you see as the bars turn into that black liquid and Jewel's hands are enveloped into it. You see the water rushes all around you, covering your body halfway.
Oh no.
You couldn't trust me. So how are you gonna trust
Yourself with saving me. And as the water clears, you see Mako.
Oh god.
And you see as Jewel appears behind Mako. Now we're both out of reach. Now we're both out of your reach.
And I don't think you'll be able to save us both.
And I really want to believe in you, Adric. But if you can't place trust in other people, if you can't place trust in people you've seen capable, then how am I to place trust in you? And then the water rushes down, suddenly filling the entirety of the room. Up to your face, your beak begins to get clogged, your nostrils begin to get clogged. And you are suddenly left in suffocating silence. And you hear echoing in the distance. We may have been weak
I've been weak.
in your eyes, your eyes. But we never saw that weakness in you until now. And then you awake in your bed. You are panting. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You try to catch your breathing. You can't. It feels as if your lungs are about to give out at any second now. You can't. You can't register anything going on inside of your mind. You suddenly feel like you have really been ensnared in water. And Adric, you are going to take a point of exhaustion
No.
as you find it very troublesome to fall asleep again. And as you are panting, trying to catch your breath, we're going to shift over to Nanette.
Oh, God.
Nanette, as you lay down, you begin to dream, rocked by the same ship. Your thoughts begin to empty. And suddenly, you find yourself on an unfamiliar, grassy patch.
Is there anything around it?
The skies are looming up above, and they are covered in beautiful, gloaming clouds. You see that there is a forest, and as you blink, you see that there is a picnic blanket under you.
Oh. Huh?
And you see Jewel sitting next to you. And you see Kishi sitting on your other side. Kishi is sipping some alcohol. And Jewel is just playing around with Gao. You see she is trying to teach him tricks with crackers. Okay,
Oh.
sit! And Gao goes, Gao Gao! And begins to try to jump for the cracker. You see Eldoris sitting on a tree and admiring you guys. You see Mako, who is relaxing while writing in his journal. And you see as Adric begins to try to come out and enjoy the sun and also get his turn in a drawing. You see May is off somewhere picking mushrooms by the trees that Eldoris is under. And you see Callius, who is giving a drunken speech as he is clearly intoxicated.
What is he talking about?
All right, everyone. I came to show you why I'm called the Six-Bolt Callius. And he twirls his guns around and begins to shoot into the air while dancing around like a monkey. And you see as Eldoris goes, well, if you're trying to hit anything, you're not going to hit it by aiming at the sky. And Mako goes, you're definitely not going to hit the sun. And Callius goes, well, I don't have anything to shoot at. And you see Jojo the dummy just goes, definitely not me.
Maybe it's
And-
best not to try to aim at anything in this state.
What do you mean? I can shoot anything with impeccable accuracy.
No.
Watch that. I can put an apple on your head and shoot it clean off.
No, don't try that, please.
All right. And he tumbles over. And he lays in the grass and begins to roll down the hill into a pile of flowers. And as this dream is just intoxicatingly beautiful and feels so unreal, the sky begins to turn black.
Huh?
You see as a rolling thunder begins to loom in the skies above. And you see as 4 white, sharp pillars begin to pierce through the veils of reality.
What?
You see the terrified faces of Jewel. You see Gao is quivering as he begins to run and hide. You see Eldorus pulls out his anchor and begins to stand on this branch. And Nanette, as you see these 4 pillars begin to crash into reality, what are your thoughts?
I guess just... I really can't have a moment of peace.
As that thought is ingrained in your consciousness, you watch as all of the surrounding begin to get sucked into the sky. You are unnaturally still. The wind isn't even blowing against you, but you watch as all of the people around you that have been bringing you joy get sucked into the sky. They get ripped into the heavens. You watch as Kishi hold out a hand to you, and he goes, "Oh, help! Help!"
Can I hold out a hand?
Roll me an acrobatics. You run up and you reach towards Kishi, but you see as your fingers only graze his before he
No.
is sucked into the sky.
No.
And slowly the grasses begin to lift. Chunks of the earth begin to rise. You see as the trees begin to deroot. You see as Mako is then equally thrust into the sky. You see as Eldorus is quickly followed by. You see as Gao, who is quivering helplessly, is equally flung into the sky. And Annette, you sit there in solid black. You see those 4 pillars begin to detract in the sky, slowly peeling out, leaving vortexes in reality. And you awaken. And you see Callius is over you. His eyes are completely white. You see he looks disheveled and frightening.
Callius? What are you doing?
He's unresponsive.
I immediately, jump out of bed.
You see, as you jump out of bed, you have to move him out of the way. And instead of feeling any resistance, he just rolls over onto his back, hitting the floor with a sick crack.
Is this what he was talking about?
You see, as Callius, who was looking very feverish before, he had red hues around his nose and cheeks, and his forehead was really red. He begins to normalize.
Callius?
You want to try to wake him up?
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing to wake him up?
Um. I guess I just, shake him a bit?
You shake him, and he begins to stir. And as he opens his eyes again, you see that they are a normal scarlet red hue. Nanette?
Callius, are you okay?
Um, my back hurts.
Sorry about that. You really gave me a fright there.
Oh God, I did it, didn't I?
Hmm. Yeah?
He puts his hat over his face and he goes, I didn't hurt you now, did I?
Oh, no. You were just, looming very menacingly. But nothing more.
All right. As long as I didn't hurt you, then. I'm sorry for giving you a scare. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I understand. It's hard to control.
I was just smelling a good dream. And I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, well, I hope that helped your appetite, I guess.
It should last me some time before I go out like this again.
Alright, well, that's good at least.
He sighs and he goes, nothing's good about this.
Yeah.
I hope we find those vampires sometime soon. And kick the shit out of them.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Honestly, they made me have trust issues with women. That's crazy.
Really? That's
Oh my
quite
God.
peculiar.
Yeah. How are they gonna look so beautiful and majestic and with their flowing silver hairs and their voluptuous bodies, to say the least? And then just suck up my dreams and turn me into a vampire. That's crazy.
Well, I guess that's how they get you.
Yeah. Well, I hope you can get some rest. And I'm so sorry for this.
It's okay. Hopefully, we can fix this. No one deserves to be subjected to this.
He nods. This is the worst disease I've ever gone. And the only disease.
And hopefully, it'll stay that way.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry again, and, good night.
It's alright. Good night.
And before he walks out of the room, he goes, Adric woke up from a pretty bad dream, so if you want to go check on him, I'd say this is the time.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then.
And also, tell May to go sleep.
He's... He's still awake?
He nods. If you're the only one I smelled a dream, and especially a good dream, then yeah, he's been awake.
Alright.
And Callius, much more healthily looking, walks into his room and closes the door.
Alright. Well,
And what you doing?
I guess more immediately I should go check up on Adric.
You go over and you knock on Adric's door.
Adric? Is everything alright in there?
Is it? No, it is not.
Everything is not alright in there.
With him? No, not after that. 2 nightmares in a row.
But yeah, Adric, you hear the knock.
I think that startles him.
You
You're like
jump a little
scrambling.
bit.
Adric? I hope it's alright if I come in.
Go ahead.
Okay, and then that creaks open the door.
And you see Adric in a disheveled state. His breathing is definitely not normal.
Oh, Adric.
2 in a row.
And Ned immediately sits down next to him. What is your mind putting you through?
So much lately.
I guess with how things have been going lately, it's hard to get a good night's sleep, but... Poor you.
No, it should have been me. Should be poor everyone that's in trouble right now.
Yeah. You're right.
It's getting a little hard to trust myself.
It's getting hard to trust yourself.
Yes, I suppose.
Well, why's that?
That nightmare really got me into a way of thinking.
Well, from what I've seen, most people tend to doubt themselves the most out of anyone around them. So, if it helps, I trust you. And I believe you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. Especially now.
Are you sure?
And she nods. I've seen what you're capable of. I know you're strong, and I know Mako can really count on you.
I hope so. I mean, I suppose I not only have myself, but the rest of you as well. You're all very resilient.
Yeah, you don't have to carry the weight all by yourself. We're here too.
Thank you for checking up on me. Why you was awake as well?
Oh,
I suppose it's the same thing, right?
yes? Well, my dream was actually quite nice up until a point.
Oh,
I saw all of us at a picnic, and we were all playing and drinking and, having fun. And then, suddenly everything went south, and when I woke up, Callius was looming over my bed, very scarily.
oh, I suppose that's what he meant earlier?
Yeah, I guess my good dream seemed very appetizing to him in that state, so
That sounds terrifying. I think I might have punched him.
I pushed him over, just to, in a state
Oh,
of panic, and he kind of
right.
just fell on the floor like a board.
That just some kind of funny. I know it must have hurt, though.
Yeah, he said his back did hurt.
Callius leans against the door like a strong board.
Like a strong board.
Okay.
And, he let me know that you had woken up from a pretty bad dream, so that's why I came to check up on you.
Well, thank you to both of you then.
No big deal. I just don't think I'm emotionally prepared to talk to anyone about that sort of stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna go help Eldoris before he steers us into a goddamn ship.
Oh,
Good
sure,
idea.
thanks.
Oh, and also...
He does a little finger gun before walking away.
Yeah, he
The
seems
finger
a lot better now.
I suppose eating a dream did good for him.
Yeah, I guess
That's such
makes
a
the
terrible
situation
thing
a
to be
little...
cursed with.
I know, I hope we can help him get rid of it. If we can find those vampires.
Right.
Though I'm not really sure how to spot a vampire. Never really met one before.
The teeth? Maybe?
Callius did give you some distinguishing features about them. Mainly
What
the
do you
white hair
say?
and scarlet eyes.
Oh, right. White hair, scarlet eyes.
Minus the voluptuous body part.
I think that might have just been a unique experience.
That's funny. Well, we know a few details, I suppose.
Yeah, hopefully there just aren't too many other people with white hair and scarlet eyes.
Right.
Oh, he also told me that apparently, as far as he could tell, May hasn't slept at all.
What? Oh
He's
my God.
been awake this entire time.
He's just like him. Let's go get him.
All right.
And you guys walk over to the storage room. You see that Callius is just going upstairs, and you open the storage door, and then you see in chalk there is a bunch of scrawlings all over the floor.
This looks insane.
Oh.
It feels like you just walked into an insane asylum. You see
What
that
is it
both
with you?
Jojo and May are on the floor and going, Yes, I think we discovered it. I think we figured it out.
What
La,
is
la, la, la.
happening?
Yes, we have truly discovered
my
the inner
God.
machinations of this sporus.
Well, I'm glad they're getting along at least.
That's a good thing. Mary,
Hi.
Hi.
you do realize it's like very, very, very late into the night, right?
No.
Now you know.
Well, that's interesting, cause I figured out how we're gonna cure all of Shadowfell.
What?
What?
Yes, it's going to take some effort, but I figured out that this isn't a spore. And you see that Jojo chimes in. It's connected to one man.
Oh.
Huh?
What?
Yes, this is a living organism that has been connected via magic to one singular focal point, a man.
Is it
Huh.
the
Well,
same
I
man we're
suppose
gunning
that's-
for, or
I
is this
suppose that doesn't
someone
go
else?
against what we've heard already.
Honestly,
Uh,
I'm not sure who this man is, but I know that this is his fault.
that sounds correct.
Well, whoever it is, he must be extremely powerful if he's able to have an effect on the entirety of Shadowfell.
Yes, it's all his fault.
Right. Are you
Well-
even tired?
Huh? Let me think about it. You see, as he says that, he goes, yeah, I am.
Maybe you should put it on pause for tomorrow.
Huh, all right. Well, good night, Jojo. It was nice talking to you. It was very good being in your acquaintance. And he bows. What an interesting guy. May happily skips over to his room.
Well, at least he seems in better spirits now.
I'm glad he's not scared of him anymore.
'Tis the power of music.
Very awesome. You have a very... Do you sleep? I don't think you sleep, do you?
I require no rest. Only constant chattering.
Oh.
Okay.
You see, as he suddenly stands upright, looking indistinguishable from a normal dummy, and then begins chattering.
Oh, okay. Well,
We'll leave you to that.
nice
Have a good...
chattering.
Yes.
He breaks out of it for a second. Good night, my compatriots.
Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Just slowly close the door and leave him to his chattering.
As you close the door, you hear la 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 la.
Oh my god. What?
Oh my god.
I love this guy.
He's so silly.
And as you guys return to your rooms to go sleep, Adric, you cannot fall back asleep.
Yeah, not after that.
And Nanette, you also cannot fall back asleep.
So much just happened.
You both feel extremely tired, but you are unable to sleep. Nanette,
that's
you
like rolling in bed.
you actually feel like there is something numbing your brain.
Oh my god.
Stop this behavior.
And
Let me sleep.
Adric, you just can't sleep because you're anxious.
He's just like... He's like laying in bed. He's like looking up at the ceiling. He's like staring up at the ceiling, and he has like his arms crossed, and he's playing with his thumbs, waiting for it to kick in. Oh my god.
And as you both struggle to sleep, you see as the morning sun begins to rise, and that's where we will end today's session.
Hey, to whoever is out there listening to us, can you like explode nightmares from ever happening? I believe in you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the end of the episode. I hope you all enjoyed, and you rated a hearty 5 stars and shared with your friends, for this is a request from Jojo, the poet.